I say what, old chaps and chapettes, GameChap and Bertie here, inspecting the rather marvellous Aether Extended Artefacts and 1.01 Fixes mod by pen number. Yes, and I dare say an absolute slew of new features in this one, old boy, isn't that right, old chap?
There's a whole bucket load, old chap, and they're all jolly good, I say.
A skyroot bucket load indeed, good as it. As you can see, we have a veritable zoo full of jolly animals here, chaps, only two of which are supposed to be present. I don't know what that banner sheep's doing in now, but...
Yes, indeed, I say.
We've got Jim the Flying Pig, as you can see, he makes his glorious return, and as you can see, chaps, one of the glorious new mobs within this rather interesting expansion, it's his baby chap here, this red fellow. What do you think his name is, old boy?
I don't know. Robin, I think. Robin the Red Moa.
Ah, Robin the
Yes,
Red Moa.
indeed.
Now, I say, these chaps are rather difficult to acquire, fellows, you see, because you can only acquire a Red Moa egg as a drop from a rare drop, shall I say, from a gold dungeon.
Yes,
rather frightfully difficult to get your hands on, I should say.
Yes, indeed. I say rather, they're very extremely.
Extraordinarily.
Yes,
Over
indeed.
there. Yes, and I dare say once you've got one of the blighters, chaps, it's not just a matter of feeding him jolly acre petals. Oh, no. Not only does he have a rather long digestion period, but also he requires other goodies such as, I don't know, lodestones and, jolly captured winds and all sorts in order to actually survive. So,
yes, I say.
We've been trying to feed this little fellow for the past half an hour now, isn't that right, old boy?
I think it's more than that, actually.
Or longer.
Trying to throw everything we've got him. In fact, I've even been into my cupboard trying to find him food from there, but the bally pest won't eat anything.
I know, he's so picky about what he eats, old chap. Have another acre petal, old boy, would you? Yes, he's taken one of those, old
Has
boy.
he
Good
really?
share, yes, indeed.
Well, listen, we fed him acre petals.
Yes.
We fed him... What else we fed him?
Well,
lodestone.
Well, yes, you see, the message on screen said he's looking rather thin, so I thought, let's feed him a jolly lodestone. And you may say, well, what's a lodestone? Oh, my jolly space key's stuck. Yes, that's better. A jolly lodestone, I should say, is an item that's acquired from breaking, dying, heavy items and loot, such as hammers of notch and other things like that. In other words, just placing them in your inventory, crafting screen, as it were, you will receive various items such as lodestones and whatnot. And,
yes, you will.
Yes, and also, was it a Neptune's tear he required as well, old chap?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
You see, how it works is you have to tame him, but it's very, very difficult to tame.
Yes.
And if you click on him, it will give you hints as to what to do.
Yes.
But you see, once he's tamed, of course, old chap, well, you're going to tell him what he does.
Indeed. I was just coming to that, in fact, old boy. But yes, as we were saying there, chaps, he's rather difficult to tame you, so you have to keep on him with those acre petals and other various gewgaws. And once you've finally finished feeding him, he has no less than 9 jumps, and he's rather fast too, I understand. Isn't that right, old chap?
He certainly is, old chap. Yes, he's 9 jumps.
He's just laid another jolly egg, old boy.
He's a spiffing chap.
Good show, yes, lovely.
But he's faster than a standard, I think, even for a black mower.
I know, he was dashing around all over the place.
Yes, indeed.
You know, in fact, I have a small confession to make, old boy.
Yes.
I bred, incubated one egg at first, and the jolly cad jumped straight off the edge, old boy.
Did he really? I say, he's out there somewhere.
He's so fast, you see, he charged straight off the edge, hence this large pen here, you see.
So taming him is a big key.
Yeah.
And you have to click on him and listen to the messages, and you have to use your intelligence as to what he wants, you see.
Quite indeed.
Yes, indeed.
But you know what, chaps? He is not the king of the moors. Oh, no. I hold in my hand here, chaps, an extraordinarily rare item. This is the Phoenix staff, and good gracious me, fellows, this is frightfully rare. If you can get your hands on one of these, I think you deserve the Chap of the Day award or something like that. It's frightfully difficult to acquire.
I say,
but I dare say, upon acquiring the said coveted item, if you proceed to an area of grind and right-click it, observe what happens, I say. Tally-ho! My word! It's the legendary Phoenix mower, old boy!
Yes, indeed!
Goodness me, he's burning, he's ablaze in flames, old chap!
He certainly is!
Should you happen to get one of these extraordinarily rare birds, chaps, I'm just going to climb aboard. Look at that, goodness me.
Here's the penultimate form of transport in the air, I say.
The ultimate form of transport. He is constantly under the effects of brazen amber. That is a special new item for Mers, which grants some various upgrades. And I should say, chaps, observe as I fly this chap around. I'm just going to fly. Not only is he rather fast, but my word, chaps, would you look at this? I can scarcely believe my eyes, but it's true. He has infinite jumps.
I say.
He can jump and jump and jump and jump and jump all the whole way through, old boy.
Indeed, and you've got an extra meter there as well, you see. It's a jump meter, isn't it, or something?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
I believe that's some sort of indication meter there.
Yes, you get it right.
Yes, and I do believe also, should you have a mower other than a jolly, Phoenix mower, you have a standard mower, he will receive a jump meter in the form of feathers. I'm going round and round in circles, probably making you dizzy here, chaps. I'm going to land, I think. Yes, as I was saying there, if you find a mower other than a jolly Phoenix mower, he will have a sort of feather jump meter that will indicate to you how many jumps he's got left.
Yes, indeed.
And in fact, old chap, I think that looking at that flame meter in the bottom right, I believe that's a sort of speedo, because this chap gets faster and faster and faster as you continue to ride him.
He does indeed, old boy. Yes, indeed.
Now, chaps, there is the incredible Phoenix mower, but to dismount a mower, you must now hold down the shift key and right-click. So that will avoid you from, you see, making these rather unfortunate mid-air dismounts and thus a rather hasty dive to the planet's surface, you see, which you don't want. So, yes, what do you think of all this, Bertie, old chap?
Spiffing, old boy. I think it's absolutely... Mind you, there's an awful lot to investigate and find out, you see.
Oh, yes.
You have to do all that. But there are some other things. You see, saddle mowers no longer have a higher maximum health. You see? So, hang on, let me just check. Saddle mowers no... Oh, I beg your pardon, absolute poppycock. Saddle mowers now have a higher max health, so feeding them a few times once they're going is a jolly good idea.
So yes,
black mowers perform properly, requiring 8 petals, and can perform 8 air jumps. And saddle mowers can now be fed egg petals, I say, to heal them. And there's a lot of other things, you see, right.
Yes, that is one. That's a smashing idea, old chap. Feeding adult mowers egg petals, as Bertie says, will actually heal the chaps. Which, and of course, they will no longer despawn once you leave the area. So,
that's spiffing.
It's spiffing, old chap. No more worrying about your precious mowers dashing off some ridiculous far-off land. Perhaps, I don't know, the Bahamas or something.
Well, yes, you spend 4 hours, rearing and taming a black mower. You go to the shops, come back, and then it's gone.
You come back clutching a pint of milk and a cheese sandwich.
Cry then, you see.
And, a sort of cheese sandwich. And the belly oats will clear off.
You don't have to worry now, so you can go to the shops and get the cheese sandwich, it's okay.
I know, it's quite all right. I say, goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, these are only a few of the new upgrades contained within this splendid extension modification. I say this has been GameChap and Bertie with our first videogram on the subject. Thank you most kindly for watching, chaps, and do join us again for the next exciting outing. Yes, indeed, we look forward to seeing you then. Until then...